8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This is the one. This is the one we've waited for. It's the day. It's the big clash between Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel, of course. Let's get the crap done at the jump. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner, click that bell icon so you're notified when I go live. Smash the like button as well. Follow me on the social media. @GrantAkeem is the Twitter and YouTube handle. @Grant_Akeem is the Insta and TikTok. If you want to get merch, make a donation, or join the Discord, all of those links are in the video description. Right, huge matchup today. I think, you can let me know in the chat, I think this will likely decide who wins the Bundesliga. If Bayern Munich get all 3 points today, I think they've basically clinched the Bundesliga just based off the strength of schedule that's remaining. If Bayern drop points today, I think Borussia Dortmund will win the title based on their upcoming schedule because they have a way easier schedule than Bayern does here. They got Leipzig, and then they got, who do they got next? They got Köln, who aren't that great. Whereas, Dortmund, they got Augsburg, and I have it in my notes here, don't you worry. Mainz, Augsburg and Mainz. So yeah, this will likely decide who wins the Bundesliga. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This is going to be a great game. Get your score predictions in the chat. Let me know who you think is going to win this game. I got to give this to Bayern. They're feeling confident. They smashed Schalke 6-0 last weekend. It's a home game at Allianz Arena. They're going to get the job done today. I'm going to go a 2-0 victory for Bayern Munich is my prediction. But please let me know in the chat. I put a poll in the chat as well, so you can let me know who you think is going to win. Players lined up. Just awaiting the referee here. Got the clock timer ready. Gorgeous stadium. That's one of my favorite stadiums in the Bundesliga. Great atmosphere. And we're underway in Bayern Munich. Underway in Munich. Well, let me fix this. There we go. Timer is exactly synced to the screen. So that's always great. We'll get starting lineups here shortly for everybody. Don't you worry. But we got a corner kick for Leipzig. First minute in. Right by the Bayern supporters. Halstenberg whips it in. It's not cleared away yet. And it's going to go out for a Bayern throw-in. Also, let me know your thoughts on the new jerseys for Leipzig, because I love talking about jerseys. They look very nice, in my opinion. But let's get to the starting lineups here. Let me get this all ready. We'll start with the visitors, RB Leipzig. We got Blaswich. I'll just read it on my screen here. We got Blaswich in net. And then we got Silkman, Orban, Gvardiol, Halstenberg, Olmo, Haidara, Lemaire. I've heard of Lemaire. Szoboszlai, Silva, and Nkunku. Obviously, we all know Nkunku. They're lined up in a 4-4-2. Let's get to Bayern Munich. Their lineup, we got Sommer in net. Mazraoui, Pavard, De Ligt, Cancelo, your back line. Kimmich in the midfield. Musiala, Mueller gets the start. Goretzka, Koeman, and Serge Gnabry. You're alone. The lone striker. They're lined up in a 4-1-4-1 formation. And let's do a quick look at the standings before this game. Can we all see this, everybody? Yes. Yes, we can. These are live standings. So Bayern currently on 69 points. A win puts them up to 71. A draw, they're at 69, which is nice. Which opens the door for Borussia Dortmund tomorrow. They're away at Augsburg. If they can get a victory away at Augsburg tomorrow, they would jump Bayern Munich and hold their own fate in their own hands if Bayern drop points today. So, for the first time in a long time, Dortmund hoping Leipzig win a game. There you go. Leipzig battling. They're at 61 points currently. A win for them puts them at 63 and would basically lock them a Champions League spot. That's basically what they're fighting for. We had games before this one. Hertha Berlin drew to Bochum earlier today. Officially relegated Hertha Berlin. So they will be relegated to the Bundesliga 2 next season, which is unfortunate for them. That's the nature of relegation, though. Raj says good luck to Leipzig and Dortmund. Yeah, I'm hoping Leipzig can pull out a victory today. But I mentioned with Bayern Munich, they're on the attack here. Good D by Leipzig. Bayern Munich, their last game last weekend, they smashed Schalke 6-0. So hoping to respond with another victory today at home to Leipzig. Feeling a lot more confident than the last time we covered Bayern Munich when they played Werder Bremen. Also, I just realized Bayern wearing their new jerseys today. They're alright. I prefer the other home jerseys for Bayern. But yeah, Bayern Munich haven't lost since match day 29 when they lost 3-1 to Mainz. They've scored 89 goals this year, the most in the league, only giving up 34. So defense, really good for Bayern. They like to attack through the middle versus on the wings or the width versus using the width of the pitch, if you know what I mean. That's what Bayern. Leipzig likes to do the same thing as well. They like going through the middle. And why wouldn't you when you got Kimmich? But here we go. Here comes Bayern. It's Kingsley Coman. The shot gets blocked. Falls to another Bayern player. Kimmich chips it out wide. Musiala. Coman. Here we go. Ball gets whipped in, and it's headed away for a corner kick for Bayern. First of the day. Interesting note, RB Leipzig has never, ever won in Munich. Never won in Munich. These two teams have only played 16 previous times, and Bayern Munich has won 10 of those 16 matchups. Interesting tidbit for you. Kimmich takes the corner. Pavard heads it in the box. And it'll be a goal kick. Good pace to this game. Get your score predictions in the chat, everybody. I think it's going to be a pretty low-scoring game. That's why I said 2-0 for Bayern. Top scorers, if you're interested, for Bayern Munich. See, I did my research today. Did lots of research last night. Serge Gnabry with 13 goals is first. Musiala second with 11 goals. And Choupo-Moting with 10 goals. And apologies if I butcher any names. I'm very new to covering the Bundesliga. I'm doing my best to learn. I call myself the Bundesliga enthusiast. It's just so much fun to watch and to cover all these games with you guys. I love doing this. I look forward to every Saturday And then we got one more of these. Next weekend is the last day, so today is the penultimate match day in the Bundesliga. Will this be the deciding weekend? Because if Bayern win today, and then Dortmund lose tomorrow at Augsburg, then it's over. Bayern win the title. So we could have a Bundesliga winner this weekend. I think it's going to go to next weekend. But yes, for RB Leipzig, maybe you don't know a lot about RB Leipzig. Obviously, the head coach for Bayern is Thomas Tuchel. Head coach for RB Leipzig is Marco Rose. I think we got a foul here on Leipzig. As I mentioned, third in the Bundesliga with 60 points, 18-6-8 record. Their last game, they beat Werder Bremen 2-1. They also haven't lost since match day 29, which I found interesting and weird. They lost 2-0 to Leverkusen. They've only scored 57 goals this year, and they've given up 38. So haven't really scored as that much compared to Bayern, but they've given up around the same amount as Bayern. Given up 4 more. As I mentioned, also like to go through the middle, attack through the middle. Set pieces. I think set pieces are going to be a very, very key in this game. So corner kicks, free kicks. That's definitely a strong suit for RB Leipzig. They have 15 goals this year, courtesy of set pieces. Lorenk says, come on, Leipzig. I agree, Lorenk. But yeah, 15 goals this year. Of their 57 have been from set pieces. Also to note, a third of Bayern Munich's goals against have been from set pieces. So set pieces, very key today in this matchup. Your top scorers for Leipzig, and Nkunku is 13. Timo Werner, I'll speak on him a little bit later. Timo Werner has 9 in second, and then Forsberg, 6 goals, is in third. And the last meeting between these teams this season was back in January, where they drew 1-1 on match day 16. But yes, Timo Werner, kind of a last-minute scratch. He's been dealing with illness this whole week, apparently. And he's not playing today, obviously, which is a big, big blow. Because whenever you think of RB Leipzig, you think of Timo Werner. And he's been playing really well this year. 13 goals on the year. So yeah, players to watch today, I'd say Nkunku for Leipzig. I'd say Kimmich and Muller for... I'd say Kimmich, Muller, Gnabry. Look for that connection. But the X Factor player for me, for Bayern, is Thomas Muller. He is just clinical. Huge, huge piece. Integral piece to Bayern Munich's success. Oh, nasty collision in the midfield here. Cancelo and Sinacoller just collided heads here in the midfield, trying to go for the ball. That's hard. That's tough. They'll shake it off and be fine. But yes, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner, on the road to 150 subscribers, which is amazing. Let people know about the channel. We cover the Bundesliga every weekend. From here on out, we'll do Bundesliga every single weekend. We will do the DFB Pokal final between Eintracht Frankfurt and these RB Leipzig, which is June 3rd, right, everybody? June 3rd is the DFB Pokal. What I also didn't realize is that the FA Cup final and the DFB Pokal final are on the same day. So doing both of those on the same day would be a lot. We could do it if anybody's interested. Obviously, I value everybody's opinion on the channel. So if you want me to do both games on the same day, we can. I'm down for it. Just let me know. Obviously, the FA Cup final between Man City and Man United, the Manchester Derby. Manchester. And then DFB Pokal, Frankfurt, Leipzig. Here's Coman for Bayern. Here's De Ligt, excuse me. Cancelo chips it in, headed away by Leipzig. And Leipzig will settle down here. 13 minutes in. It's been a pretty good pace game so far. Not many shots. 2 shots to nothing for Bayern. Yeah, it's going to be a grind for Munich today to get a victory. It's going to be a real grind. Yeah, I think you'll see Bayern Munich really control the play, and then RB Leipzig's probably going to have to, counterattack, do that style. Kind of sit back and then counter when they get their chances. But yeah, hopefully one day I can go to Germany someday and go to a Bundesliga game. And let me know in the chat if anybody here has ever gone to a Bundesliga game ever. Oh, that's got to be a foul, ref. Referee. Thomas Muller gets pushed down, and there's no foul. Well, they're letting the boys play. It's like the NHL playoffs, letting the boys play. Here's Coman. There we go. Here's Musiala. Put in a cross, and that was to nobody. See, that's a move that I do in FIFA, the little 1-2 give and go there. I do that in FIFA all the time. I should mention, if you are new to the channel, not only do we do these live watch-alongs once a week for the Bundesliga, we also do gaming streams, and I'll say my apologies. I did not have enough time this week to do any gaming streams because of school and life stuff, so my apologies. I wanted to make time to do this today, obviously over the gaming stuff. But yes, normally in a week we would do my AFC Richmond career mode. We're on episode 4 of that series. Episode 5 will be on Monday. I promise you it will be on Monday. I have time on Monday. It will happen. We'll do episode 5 on Monday. Which is basically like, recreating a TV show a bit, which has been lots of fun to do. I put Richmond in the Premier League, and the goal is to keep them up in Season 1, and hopefully I can build a squad to qualify for Europa League or Champions League and win the title maybe someday. That's the aim with that series I'm doing on FIFA. And then Red Dead Redemption 2, we're doing the whole story mode, which has been so much fun to do. I love playing Red Dead. It's very chill. It's kind of like you're watching a movie at the same time, but playing a video game. It's a very fun experience. And those are nice because I just kind of sit back and shut up and let the game kind of do its thing, which is fun. And I love it. So Red Dead, FIFA, those are the 2 games we're doing now. Sometimes, if I'm feeling up for it, we will sprinkle in some Fall Guys, which is that, the kids game where you're a little, avatar, and you try and, finish first place every round, and when you qualify to the final, you got to win it. Very frustrating game. Here we go. Here's Coman, though. The shot gets blocked, and Leipzig will clear it to the midfield. Kimmich is on it. But yeah, let me know where you guys are watching from. Watching from the USA here. Oh, what a save! Thomas Muller. Blaswich with a massive save on Thomas Muller to keep it scoreless. I was about to say my voice probably isn't at, peak performance because it is morning for me. I just woke up an hour ago. But what a chance for Thomas Muller. Blaswich, amazing save. Just, made himself big. Kimmich to take the corner. Whipped in and it's bouncing. And Andre Silva will clear it out. Is it a throw-in? Who will it be for? Looks like it'll be for Leipzig. Yeah, I think the game plan here for Leipzig is just to defend for your lives. If you can sustain the first, 30 minutes of this game scoreless, then that's job done. Settle it down. Take the crowd out of it. When you get a chance on the counterattack, you got to bury your chances. That's kind of the game plan I see for RB Leipzig today. We had the sideline reporter here at ESPN was just saying the same thing. Thomas Tuchel, was saying that we can't give up counterattacks to RB Leipzig and, open ourselves up to get countered. Because there's a fine line between, pushing all your numbers forward. But if you do that, then you're exposing yourself. And we don't want to expose ourselves, do we? We definitely do not want to expose ourselves. Without consent, of course. But yeah, I'm watching from the USA. You can let me know where you're watching from in the chat. It is early morning for me. So apologies if the voice cracks or if it sounds like I have morning voice, because it is. But happy to do it. I love watching the Bundesliga, of course. Very exciting. I'm trying to think. So I started watching the Bundesliga back during the pandemic, which was 2020. And every year, it was Bayern Munich was going to win the title. It wasn't even close. And this is the first year where it's come down to this. I believe it's the first time since, I think they said 13 years ago, the last time the race for the top was, or the Bundesliga title was this tight. So happy to be covering this Bundesliga action with you guys here today. Because it would be nice, everybody. Wouldn't it be nice to see someone else other than Bayern Munich win it for the 11th year in a row? Insane. Would be nice to see Dortmund win it. That city deserves it, man. That city deserves to win this thing. But yeah, let's take a look at the poll, everybody. I put a poll in the chat. You can vote for who you think is going to win this game today. I said 2-0 victory for Bayern Munich. So far, 44% said Bayern Munich, 33% said Leipzig, 22% have said draw. So very interesting there. Pretty split between Leipzig and Bayern. Here's Coman. Ooh, cuts it back. Defended well by Leipzig. And those cleared out. Lots of just smashing the ball down the pitch for Leipzig in terms of how they're defending. And just remember this, everybody. For Dortmund fans out there, for every other German football fan out there that's not a Bayern Munich fan, all that needs to happen today is Bayern Munich just doesn't have to win. If they draw, even if they draw, the window is open for Borussia Dortmund to win the title. So Bayern Munich have to win. They have to win. But a draw or a loss, the door is open. Dortmund hold their fate in their own hands once again. And we've seen it. I feel like every week it's like it's like patty cake. Who wants it? Who wants it? It's like our hot potato. Like Dortmund held their fate in their own hands, and then they lost, gave it to Bayern. They lost, they gave it to Dortmund, and then Dortmund lost to Bochum. Bayern, has held on to it for the past 2-3 weeks. We had a goal kick here for Leipzig. This Allianz Arena, everybody, is just absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful football pitch. One of my favorite. It's just very nice. I like how it's enclosed, kind of like an arena, but it's still open. They also have, I think, one of the best goal songs I've ever heard of. I love it. Yabba dabba doo. Shout out the Flintstones. Gotta be careful here if you're Bayern. You're playing out from the back. Looks like they've done well. That's how I play in FIFA. I always play out from the back. Sophie says hi. What's up, Sophie? Here we go. Oh! Serge Gnabry. Yabba dabba doo. 1-0 for Bayern Munich. That's the start they needed. Thomas Tuchel is loving it. What a shot by Serge Gnabry. Look at this on the replay. He is onside. Perfectly timed run. Gnabry down the middle, off the post and in. Smashes it. Nothing Blastwich could do about that. I tell you what, Serge Gnabry, he knows when to score big time goals. He's done it here again. That goal will hurt Dortmund and all of any other German soccer fans out there. You got to hope that Leipzig can at least get a goal here again to tie it up. So yeah, what this goal means, everybody, I'm going to show you the standings here. I love doing this shit. I love the live standings. I love this. This is what I live for, everybody. Just the drama. Love it. So that goal, the standings, Bayern Munich are now in first place with 71 points. If this result holds and they beat Cologne next weekend, they will win the Bundesliga, regardless of what Borussia Dortmund does. Even if Dortmund wins their next 2 games, doesn't matter. They just got to hold on here and beat Cologne next weekend, and they got an 11th straight Bundesliga title. Here comes Bayern again, and it will be a corner. '27th minute. But yeah, Sophie says hi. I hope you're doing well, Sophie. It came in at a good time, right when Gnabry was making the run. Is it nighttime in Germany? I don't think they're that far ahead of me. Here we go. Kimmich puts it across. Headed away by Leipzig. It'll be a throw-in for Bayern. So it's currently... They're 7 hours ahead of me in Munich. So... It's 7 o'clock there. 7 p.m. Oh! Hit the outside of the net. It was the outside of the net, everybody. Bayern almost had their second. Coman cuts it back. For Musiala, and he hits the side of the net. Yeah, the net rippled and everyone thought it went in. Sophie says, I'm cheering for Florida. She's talking about the NHL playoffs. Everybody, if you don't know it, she's talking about NHL playoffs. Me too, Sophie. That quadruple OT game was insane. I was able to watch all of it because I'm a night owl. I stay up till like 2 a.m. most days, so not a problem for me to watch that game. And then Sophie's asking, what time is it where you are, Grant? It just turned noon. It just turned noon for me. See, I woke up an hour and a half ago. Can Leipzig get back in this game? It's been mostly Bayern Munich. Leipzig haven't had any chances. Their first chance here, Sommer's going to grab it easily. Raj is asking, am I covering the Dortmund match tomorrow? I would love to, Raj, but I am busy tomorrow. Sundays are pretty busy for me because I have school and then I also play hockey on Sundays, so I got to get ready for that. What is going on with my stats? They keep moving. Does this have possession? Possession, 57% for Bayern Munich and 43% for Leipzig. Scroll this back up. There we go. Sophie, I'm an hour behind you. So you're East Coast, Sophie? And then it's nice to have a stream in English as always. For sure, Raj. Not many English people in America cover the Bundesliga. So happy to have a platform here where we can all connect and watch the beautiful league. Football as it's meant to be, I think is their slogan for the Bundesliga. Ingredients from the UK, says Raj. That's amazing. I've been to the UK a few times. The first time I went, I was pretty young and we just kind of stayed in London. The second time I went, I was a junior in high school. We obviously stayed in London as well, but we did do a day trip up to Manchester because Manchester United is a team that I follow and like. And we did go see United play at Old Trafford, which was amazing. Such an awesome experience. But yeah, we spent the kind of the whole day in Manchester, went to the game, and then kind of explored the city a bit. And that was so cool. We just took the train up from London to Manchester. I'm trying to remember the main train station in London. Is it the Euston station? I think that's the main one in London. But I tell you what, the public transportation in London, top freaking notch. Like that tube system, glorious, clean, efficient, fast, amazing. In America, it's not like that at all. I'll tell you that right now. The public transportation system in America is garbage. Especially like New York. Subways in New York, it's like it's like you're entering a whole different country. And not in a good way. There's actually a Twitter page called Subway Creatures. And they basically tweet out videos of like rats and shits and other creatures living in the New York subway system. Raccoons, pigeons. I love raccoons. I'm a big raccoon fan. I don't want them anywhere near me. Oh, what a shot and a good save by Strobe. Ooh, first good chance for RB Leipzig today. But Sommer was there. Little one hop, and Sommer dove to his right. Spolza, the shot for Leipzig. Schobelslei. There we go. The names are hard, everybody. We're still learning names. Look out! Another save by Sommer. Well, 35th minute, Leipzig really coming into this game. Got to be careful if you're Bayern. Thousand Kunku with the shot. Oh man, if Leipzig could bury a goal here before halftime, that would be smashing. That'd be perfect. Look at that. He got megged. Kimmich got megged. Coman got megged too. And Bayern would have clear it down. Yeah, the roles have reversed. It was Bayern Munich all over Leipzig here for the first half an hour, and now it's all Leipzig for the past 5 minutes. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel's not liking this. Telling the boys to settle it down. Take a deep breath. Have some possession. One thing I do gotta say about Thomas Tuchel, his tracksuit game is on point. Thomas Tuchel. I love the jacket, the pants, they all match. He's in all black today. The black, what are those, Nike athletic shoes with the Adidas pants, Adidas top, with an Adidas hat. Oh, headed, and Sommer had to be ready. Made another save at the near post. Crossed by Halsberg. And was it Dagnon with the header? But Leipzig are knocking on the door. But yeah, look at the press by Leipzig, just all over Bayern here. And they should press. I mean, they can definitely nick a goal here before halftime. If Bayern do get another goal here, though, I think that's game over. I think if Bayern get 2 goals today, I don't see Leipzig winning. Or getting a draw. Simako goes down, looks for a penalty. He's not going to get it. Good defense by Bayern. Here's Gnabry for Kimmich. He's got Coman down the right wing. Goes to him. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel, just let's get some possession, knock it around at the back. But if anybody's watching from Germany, if I were to, visit Germany someday, what are some good spots you think, or places, cities to visit? Here's Coman. Goes for Cancelo. He puts it across, headed away. Here's Kimmich. Mazraoui. Here's Coman. Bayern Munich here. This is a lot like what we saw in the beginning of the game. They go wide for Cancelo. Still Cancelo. Dipsing and doodling. Coman! Free header and it's wide. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Kingsley Coman. They got to add that in FIFA. Derek Ray on the commentary just went ay, ay, ay. They got to add that in the video game. Every time he misses a shot, it's Derek's got to go ay, ay, ay. But yeah, free header for Kingsley Coman. Wide of the net. Should have been 2 there. Here's Simacon. Steals it. From... Oh! Shot gets blocked. So that was Musiala who stole it for Simacon. Musiala with the shot and Blaswick with the save. And don't forget, everybody, second half, learn German with Grant, lesson 3. We're going to work on counting today. We're going to count to 10 in German. That's what we're all going to learn. Lesson 1, we learned, like, how are you, how to say your name, I want a beer, that type of stuff. Ich möchte ein Bier, if you remember. Like, what was it? Like, hi, my name is Grant. Es freut mich, dich kennenzulernen. And ich möchte ein Bier. Oh, a shot there, just goes over the net. ESPN... Who tripped on the cord here? If you're watching on ESPN, it's glitching. Your broadcast is glitching. Someone tripped on a cord. Who tripped on the cord? It was probably Jeff the intern. Jeff the intern needs to get fired ASAP. At ESPN. Yeah, this game is glitching so hard right now. Handball, so it'll be a free kick for Bayern. Looks like they've sorted it out. Jeff the intern. He needs to be fired immediately from ESPN for tripping on the power cord for the broadcast. I'll be at possession here for the first half so far. We're almost at the end of it. 54% for Bayern Munich, 46% for RB Leipzig. The XG, which is expected goals if you don't know. The XG for Bayern Munich is 0.84. For RB Leipzig is 0.42. Total shots, 9-5 for Bayern. Big chances, 2-1 for Bayern. Interesting stat. Shots on target are 3 apiece. And I'd argue that Sommer has had to do more work in that than Blaswich. The shots for RB Leipzig have been very difficult. Whereas Bayern Munich, they've only had the one chance, basically, Serge Gnabry. The other shots were pretty easy for Blaswich. Got a free kick for Leipzig. I'm loving the Leipzig away kits. Those are gorgeous. They kind of remind me of the U.S. men's national team jerseys. I feel like they had a set of jerseys that looked like this. But yeah, very, very nice uniforms. They go nice with the navy shorts and socks. You can't go wrong with blue and red. Somoslai puts it across, back post, and it's over the bar. Will be a goal kick for Bayern. If they can hold on here for the next 2 minutes plus stoppage time, perfect first half for Bayern. Had some, shaky moments here or there, but overall, you gotta be impressed for Bayern here, if you're a fan. Oh no, Jeff the intern strikes again. What's going on ESPN with the broadcast? Everybody put fire Jeff the intern in the chat right now. Wow. It's like the screen is like gray for me right now. Oh no, now it's blue. Now it's blue. Now it says Bundesliga football as it's meant to be. So they're having technical difficulties on ESPN. So I'm in the dark right now. People in the chat, Raj, I know you're from the UK. Maybe your stream is working. Yeah, they cut back to the studio. They're having technical difficulties right now on ESPN with the feed. I will keep track here on my iPad. I have FotMob pulled up on my iPad so I can keep track of what's going on. We have RB Leipzig passing it around at the back, I believe. We'll see how much added time is on here. We're at the almost at the 45th minute. I am relying on you guys on the chat. If you're watching this on TV, maybe the feed for you is working. But for us folks in America on ESPN, the feed has cut out and they're currently doing their intermission. The people in the studio are talking. Look at that. It's not me this time with technical difficulties. It's the people broadcasting the game. Because usually, it used to be me who always had technical difficulties. But we are running smoothly. Looks like we got Bayern Munich on the attack here. Kimmich, Coman. And I think Leipzig just cleared it down the pitch based off FotMob. And I believe that is halftime. I think only 1 minute was added on. I think that is halftime. Let me just get the confirmation from the guys in the studio. But yeah, I think it is halftime. I think we're good. Yeah, halftime. Got the confirmation. So yeah, hopefully they can get this sorted out for the second half because I would like to see this match. I don't want to just rely on FotMob, but if I have to rely on FotMob on the iPad, that's what we'll do. But yeah, hopefully Jeff the intern is fired and they can get that sorted out at ESPN. But yeah, good half. Let me do my little recap. Bayern Munich start off the game very strong, showing no nerves. Got the goal by Serge Gnabry off the posted in. A lot like Danny Rojas in our career mode. He had a goal like that against Manchester United off the posted in. But excellent shot. Blaswich couldn't do anything about it. And then RB Leipzig, I'd say around the 30th minute or so. From the 30th minute to like the 35th, 36th minute, they had like a flurry of like chances. There were like some good shots on net. Sommer had to make some saves. a nice header at the near post that Sommer had to dive and make a save for. Yeah, okay, cool. I was listening to the broadcast and getting updates about the stream. Oh, but yeah, that the good flurry of chance there for Leipzig. Like I said, I'd argue that the shots for RB Leipzig have been more dangerous. Oh, I forgot about the Thomas Muller chance. There was a Thomas Muller chance early in the game that Blaswich had to make a great save on. That was probably the only good chance for Bayern Munich that required a save out of Blaswich. Other than that, and obviously they're going to every goal, but in terms of making the saves, I think Somera's had to make some more difficult saves over Blaswich. But yeah, 1-0 lead. Good job for Bayern. You got to get the second goal. You cannot let RB Leipzig hang in this game, because as we all know, if this game ends in a draw, the door opens for Borussia Dortmund to win the title. All they got to do is win out, and they'll win the Bundesliga title. A draw is not good enough here for Bayern Munich. They got to get the second goal, get the third goal, pour it on here. You're at home. You need to get the victory today. Can't give Leipzig any hope they have any shot to get back into this game. Because I feel like from a Leipzig perspective, yeah, you're down 1-0, but you created some pretty good scoring chances in those 5-6 minutes. So you definitely have hope that you can nick a goal here in the second half. You're going to have to sit back and do the counter-attacking style. Because, I mean, you're at a road game in Munich. That's kind of what you're going to have to do. But yeah, if you can keep a clean sheet in the second half and then capitalize on one of your scoring chances, then that's job done for all of us. That's job done. But realistically, I think Bayern Munich's going to get the second goal. I'd be surprised if they didn't. If it's still like 1-0 heading into the 80th minute, I think Leipzig will score and tie it up late for some drama. Wouldn't that be fun? But we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the chat. We will step aside for a little bit of a break. I like taking, a little break to, restroom, stretch, that kind of stuff. We will be back for the start of the second half. But let's do our spiel. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner. We're fast approaching 150 subscribers on the channel, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. You're legends. Thank you so much. Let people know about the channel. We do watch-alongs like this, and we do video games very poorly. I play video games very poorly, which is kind of the whole point. You can laugh at me while I play video games. We have our AFC Richmond career mode and Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode. I alternate between those games during the week, and then on Saturday mornings, we do Bundesliga games, which I love doing. We're doing this game, and then next weekend is the last day of the Bundesliga, so everyone's playing at the same time. That's going to be amazing in terms of the title race, if it's still on, the top 4 race, the relegation battle. It's going to be an amazing day. That's an early start for me, though. I think it's like at 8 in the morning for me, so I got to get up early for that one, but it'll be worth it. That'll be fun. But yes, like the video if you're enjoying yourself. Click the bell icon so you're notified when I go live. Follow me on Twitter @GrantAkeem. Please follow me on Twitter. That's the best place to keep in contact with me, what's going on with the channel. Or I post the lineups. I post cool stuff about the Bundesliga on my Twitter and just kind of sports in general. So make sure you follow me on the Twitter. Also, that's my YouTube handle, but that's pointless to say because you're already on YouTube. Follow me on Insta and TikTok @Gret_Hakeem. I post highlights from the streams on Insta and TikTok, which is kind of fun to do. I also do that on Twitter as well, but mostly on Insta and TikTok. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, get merch. I do have some updated merch on the storefront, so you can head there during the intermission and check it out. Some cool things I've been dabbling with. Let me know if you like it or not. I think I added some hats and like some new drinkware, some like mugs and thermos bottles, that type of stuff. So yeah, if you want Discord, merch, or donate, all those links are in the video description. Right, we'll take a break for about, I don't know, less than 10 minutes from now for the start of the second half. Hopefully, I'm praying ESPN has the stream sorted sort it out for us because I do not want to watch this game in the dark. Hopefully they can fix it, and Jeff the intern is nowhere to be seen at ESPN anymore. All right, we'll see you guys for the start of the second half, everybody.
angels sent from up above. You know you make my world light up. When I was down, when I was hurt, you came to lift me up. Life is a drink and love's a drug. Oh, now I think I must be my user. When I was a river dried up, it came to rain and flood. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so angel sent from up above. I feel it coursing through my blood. Life is a drink, your life's about to make the stars come out.
Drink from me, drink from me. Pour on a symphony.
When I'm low, 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 I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so
I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm shooting across the sky. I'm shooting across the I'm shooting across the sky. I'm shooting across the Let me shoot across the sky. Let me shoot across the Let me shoot across the sky. Let me shoot
I know that I must do what's right. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become.
Gotta take the life to take me away from you. There's nothing that I'm
All right, hello everybody. We're back for the start of the second half. Hate to cut off, Africa, Toto by Africa, or is it Africa by Toto? I pressed the planes down in Africa. Ain't nothing that 100 million boys could ever do. I blessed. Sorry, it's not I pressed the planes. I blessed the rains. I always think it's I pressed the planes. Here we go. Players lined up on the pitch. The feed is working. It is a little bit glitchy, but we have a feed to watch the rest of this game. Got the timer ready. Waiting on the referee. All right, we're underway in the second half. Clock is synced nicely. So if you do want to sync my stream to the game that you're watching on TV, that's what the clock is there for you to do. That's how I like to do watch-alongs. Because the whole reason why I started doing these watch-alongs is because of Mark Goldbridge. I'm sure you've heard of him. Amazing football analyst and does amazing work for the United Stand and his That's Football channel. And I became inspired, like, hey, I want to do the same thing. I think that's great, connecting people. And, it's during the pandemic, so, it's something to do at home, right? And I wasn't sure where the YouTube journey was going to take me. And I'm very grateful for the journey to be where I am right now with the subscribers and how the channel looks and what we're doing. It's amazing. It's everything that I hoped the channel was when I first, had the thought in my head of doing it. And it's just the start, everybody. I don't see myself ending anytime soon, so hopefully for the rest of my life, I'm doing YouTube streams with you guys, which would be amazing. And yeah, the goal for me, it's never to be the most famous person. It's not to be the most, have the most views or followers or whatever. It's just I want to build a nice community of people who, are nice and kind to each other and, have that same message. And it's a place where everyone can feel inclusive and we can all watch sports together. We can watch me do video games and just a fun place to hang out. That's kind of what I wanted to build. And yeah, but enough about the soppy stuff. We got a football match here. Bayern Munich 1-0 lead over RB Leipzig. Leipzig hoping to get a goal here in the second half. A draw, as I mentioned, is not enough for Bayern Munich. They got to get all 3 points today. If they drop points against Leipzig, they will no longer hold their own fate in their own hands. That will get turned over to Borussia Dortmund, who play at Augsburg tomorrow. And you might be thinking, that Augsburg game, that should be an easy win for Dortmund. But may I remind you, they drew at Bochum, right? So nothing is official, and this Borussia Dortmund team has been, they have slipped up on the road before, and that's not gonna be an easy game because you got Augsburg, who is battling. Not, I don't want to say battling for relegation, but they are in the relegation talks, and if they can get anything out of that game, they would be basically safe from relegation. It would take a lot, though, for that to happen. But yeah, that game is not going to be easy for Borussia Dortmund. So yeah, if this result holds 1-0, and if Dortmund, in any fashion, lose tomorrow, even if they draw tomorrow, I think that's game over. Let's take a peek at the standings, and we'll sort that out. I just want to make sure I have that right. So yeah, Bayern Munich, 71 points. If Borussia Dortmund get a draw tomorrow, they'd have 68, which is 69. That's 3-point gap between first and second then. No, actually, no, that would be the title, wouldn't it? Because goal differential is the tiebreaker. So, yeah, even if Bayern lost and then Dortmund won, they'd both have 71 points. But Bayern has a plus 56 goal differential, so they'd win the title. I believe that's how that works in the Bundesliga. But yeah, so a draw would not be enough for Dortmund For either of these teams, they literally cannot draw. If they want to win, they got to win out. They got to win out. But yeah, so let's do our spiel. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner. Click the bell icon so you're notified when I go live. Get a thumbs up if you want, if you're enjoying yourself. Oh, I forgot to get a tweet out. Boom. Tweets out. You can follow me on the Twitter, @GrandAkeem. @Gray_Akeem is the instant TikTok. Excuse me. If you want to get merch, channel merch, join the Discord, or make a donation, all of those links are in the video description. But yeah, we'll see what Leipzig does here in the second half. They have had a lot of the ball here. And we'll see how long it takes before either of the managers go to the bench. But here's Kingsley Coman in the box. Cuts back, puts it across. Some last-ditch defending. And they get it out only as far as the midfield here. And I tell you what, my score prediction is looking good right now. I said 2-0 for Bayern. But yeah, so if you are just tuning in, you can let me know your score prediction, or I put a poll in the chat and you can vote. And second half, as tradition, we will do Learn German with Grant. When there's kind of a lull in the game, we'll do that. And we're going to learn how to count in German, everybody. So it's going to be fun. Tell your friends to join. We're going to learn how to count in German. Ooh, good ball. Back post. Nkunku put in a cross and nobody was there. But a dangerous ball for Leipzig. Asking questions for this Bayern Munich back line. And I can just sense it from all the way in Minnesota watching this on TV. You can just sense there's like a bit of uneasiness at the Allianz Arena right now. It's just... They need to get that second goal. That is crucial to get that second goal. You cannot let Leipzig hang around. Because like I said, if it's like the 80th minute and it's still 1-0, I don't know. I just feel like Leipzig are going to nick a goal very late in the game. It's kind of like that Bayern-Werder Bremen game where it was 1-0 after the first half, right? No, it was scoreless after the first half, I think. Or did they get a goal early? I think they got a goal in the first half, and then it was 1-0, and then second half, they got that second goal, like 15 minutes into the second half, which kind of stamps the victory. But you saw it was like, what, the 80th, 86th minute or something like that. Schmidt with that shot from 30 yards out, curled it top right corner off Sommer to make it 2-1. So, yeah, 1-goal lead is not safe because there's lots of quality in the Bundesliga. And anything can happen, as I say, in any sport. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Ooh, 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 ooh. I forgot who sang that song. It's some, is that like Pentatonics or something? They sound like Pentatonics. I don't think it's them, but someone sings that. But also in chat, let me know what you think of the new jerseys. Each team are supporting their new jerseys. Bayern's new home. They're in white and red. RB Leipzig in the nice blue and red. I love those. I'm a big fan. Like, if I had to rate, if I had to grade RB Leipzig's jerseys, I'd give that an A. That's an easy A for me. Bayern Munich's jerseys, I'd give it like a B-. It looks clean, but I feel like it's kind of basic. It's kind of basic. Like, I wish they would incorporate more of that, like, baby blue color in their jerseys. Because I've seen them wear, like, the track shoots where it's, like, the red and they got the baby blue and it looks... Those track shoots they wear are beautiful. I love those. I got to get my hands on one of those track shoots. I wish they would incorporate more of that baby blue into the jerseys. But yeah, as I was saying, Borussia Dortmund, they got Augsburg tomorrow, and then they play Mainz. And then Bayern Munich, they got Cologne the next weekend. So next weekend's going to be fun. We're going to do like a double watch-along basically where I'll have both games on. I have to get another screen. I'll probably use like, I don't know, I can find another small monitor and use that. I'll have both games on. So we'll watch the Bayern and Cologne game and the Dortmund Mainz game at the same time. Obviously, you know, all games in the Bundesliga are happening at the same time next weekend. So we'll do that. That'll be lots of fun. So it will be a double watch-along next weekend. And let's hope the title race is still on. That'd be exciting for it to be on the last day. See, this is why I wish in America we had the system in America. Because, like, if you don't know, if you're from the UK or wherever in the world you're watching from, in the US, we basically don't value the regular season that much. Like, yeah, we give a trophy to who did the best in the regular season, but we have a playoff format to decide the champion. And basically how you do in the regular season determines your seeding and matchups for the playoffs. Which, look, don't get me wrong. Risky pass by Sommer there. Then Cuckoo almost got it. But don't get me wrong, I love the playoffs and the atmosphere in America. I think it's amazing. I just think the way they do it in Europe with the Bundesliga and Premier League and all the soccer leagues where, you know, best team wins it. You finish first, you're the champion. Top 4 get Champions League, 5th place gets Europa League, and then the bottom 3 get relegated. It makes it just for, like, there's just so much drama that comes with it. I just love it. You don't really get that in America besides the playoffs. But there's no relegation in the playoffs, which I find interesting. Or relegation in America. But what's funny, I always like to make parallels between sports and kind of the politics of what's happening in real life. So, like, in America, it's a very, like, capitalist society where, like, you know, you're on your own, basically. Like, the majority of people in America don't want, like, socialism or that kind of stuff. You know, it's all about, like, independence and freedom of speech and I want to do what I want to do and don't tell me what to do or what to say. Which I agree to some extent, but, like, people are very against, like, centralized healthcare and that type of stuff. But when it comes to sports in America, oh, you're the worst team in the league. You're not going to get relegated. We're going to keep you in the league. And not only that, we're going to help you become a better team by giving you the first round pick or the first draft pick, you know? And it's like, we help out the bad teams. And it's not like that in society in America. But you go to Europe, and in society, it's not socialist, obviously. Some countries are definitely more like that than others, but it's more like, it's more of that. It teeters on that end of the spectrum versus what you see in America. But when it comes to sports in Europe, straight up capitalism, cutthroat capitalism in sports. If you are the worst team in your league, you get freaking relegated to a league below you. You make less money. You know, it's financially independent. You get no help from anybody. You're on your own. And, yeah, I find that quite interesting. No salary caps at all, unlike, you know, in America. So, yeah, the parallels between, you know, society and how sports are ran, it's kind of opposites in America versus Europe, which I find interesting. But Angus says hi. What's up, Angus? Thank you for tuning in. Uh, 60th minute here. I'll pull up the counting so we can learn how to count. It'll be quick because I don't want to distract us from this big game here too much. I believe it's a safe time. Bayern Munich just passing it back to Sommer here. So let's go. Learn German with Grant. See, I'm a cool teacher. Imagine me, your teacher, college professor, just rolling up in my skateboard, you know, or my surfboard, and then I'm doing this as I'm walking in. Look out, though. Here's Thomas Müller. Whips it across, headed away. Yeah, Bayern on the front foot here. But yeah, let's learn to count. Lesson 3. Learn German with Grant. We're going to learn how to count today. 1 to 10. So this will be a quick lesson. Alright, 1 is eins. Will it play for me? I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Eins.
Eins. Kimmich shot goes wide. It'll be a goal kick. So that's 1. 2 is
Zwei.
zwei. 3 is
Drei.
drei. 4,
Vier.
wir. 5,
Fünf.
fünf. That's a fun word to say. Fünf. I like that. 5,
Sechs.
sechs is 6. 7,
Sieben.
sieben. I like that one. Fünf, sieben. I like that. Alright, 8.
Acht.
Acht is 8. 9.
Neun.
Neun is 9. Like Emmanuel Neuer. But it's just neun. Neun. 10.
Zehn.
Zehn. So let's do it together. Here we go. Here's Cancelo. Good D by Leipzig. Ooh, that's gotta be a foul, ref, and it will be free kick for Bayern Munich. Dangerous position here. But yeah, let's count. 1 to 10. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn. Or is it zehn?
Zehn.
Zehn. Let's watch this free kick and then we'll count it backwards and then that'll be lesson complete. Kimmich, 63rd minute to take the free kick. Interesting ball and it'll be a goal kick. Tried to find Serge Gnabry there on the run but could not. But yeah, so let's count down everybody. So let's say you're holding a plank or something and the fitness instructor is saying 10 more seconds. In your head, you can count in German. That's a scenario, I guess. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. You have mastered how to count in German. There we go. And Angus is saying, oh, another cross, and it will be a corner for Bayern. They're really, really pushing it here, trying to get that second goal. They got to get it here. Angus was saying certain clubs in Europe have more left-leaning images, such as Celtic and FC Pauli, for sure. Yes, left-leaning image. I agree. I just meant in terms of how, like, the league is structured. Like, there's no... If you're the worst team in the Bundesliga, it's not like, oh, you stay in the league and get the first round draft or the first pick in the draft next season. You get relegated and you lose money and you're financially independent and there's no salary caps. Whereas like in the NHL, it's, you know, salary caps, draft picks, you're safe every year. Look out! Leipzig counterattack! Leipzig counterattack, 4-on-1! Nkunku, blocked, rebound, scores! Leipzig has done it! RB Leipzig! 65th minute and it's 1-1. Is that the goal? Is this the moment for Borussia Dortmund? 25 minutes to go. If this result holds, the door is open for Borussia Dortmund to win the title. Wow, off a counterattack, 4-on-1. Nkunku's cross gets blocked. And who does it fall to? To Lima. Lima, easy goal. Roofs it, top of the net. No mistake about it. Wow. To quote Michael Scott, oh, how the turntables. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You can feel the tension now. Bayern Munich have to get a goal here. They got to get a goal. Angus is saying, are we going to be quizzed next week on our German lesson? Yes, there will be a quiz. 3 lessons. There will be a quiz next weekend because it's the final day of the Bundesliga. You will be quizzed. Or actually, you know what? Let's do lesson 4 on next weekend. We'll do lesson 4 of Learn German with Grant. And then for the DFB Pokal final, because I will do a live stream for that one, between Frankfurt and Leipzig. That will be your test. There'll be a quiz that day on the final. Raj says goal. Angus says go Leipzig. Angus, Nottingham Forest is beating Arsenal 1-0 in the 64th minute. Go Forest. Here's Kensley Coleman. Bayern Munich. Got to get numbers forward here. It's not the end of the world for Bayern. They just got to hope now that Dortmund loses at Augsburg or drops points. Unbelievable. What'd I say, everybody? When it's 1-0, you can't let Leipzig hang on. You can't let a team hang on. You got to get the second goal. They're unable to do that. Leipzig on the counterattack delivers. Laimer. 1-1. Now we got to see if Bayern Munich has a response. And the man that I'm looking at right now is Thomas Muller. Basically the leader of Bayern Munich. Does he have anything up his sleeve here? Does Kimmich have anything up his sleeve to bail Bayern Munich here? But yeah, let's take a look at the live standings now. What that goal means, everybody, like I've been saying, 69 points. Nice for Bayern Munich. Oh! Whoa! Nkunku! Oh, good defense by Bayern Munich. They got to be careful. This game's wide open. A goal for RB Leipzig surely delivers a loss or a draw for Bayern. Yellow card for Leipzig, I believe. But yeah, let's take a look at the standings here quickly. 69 points. Fantastic for Bayern. I like that number. 2 points is Borussia Dortmund with the game in hand. If they beat Augsburg tomorrow, and then beat Mainz next weekend, they have won the Bundesliga title. Any slip-ups from Borussia Dortmund, however, and it goes right back to Bayern. So it's that teeter-totter effect. RB Leipzig now has 61 points, basically assuring themselves Champions League. Basically, I mean, Freiburg's there. Yeah, look out for Freiburg. 59 points. They could jump them. Could they? Or no, it's goal differential. They can't jump them because of goal differential. Yeah, okay. So Leipzig is safe for Champions League with the draw here. But yeah, 69 points for Bayern. We're in the 69th minute. Hopefully you and your loved one have a very special night because the 69s are out today. We got some substitutions here for Leipzig. Yeah, everybody buckle up. This last 20 minutes here is going to be insane. It's going to decide the fate for Borussia Dortmund. Oh yeah, substitutions for both teams. Haidara is off. Campbell is on. Silva's off. And Forsberg is on for Leipzig. For Bayern Munich, Goretzka is off. Gravenberch on. And then Gnabry off. Bit surprised here. Serge Gnabry taken off for Leroy Sané. That's a bit of a head scratcher for me. Wouldn't you want to keep Serge Gnabry on? Maybe have two strikers up front. Gnabry, Sané. Maybe not. I'm not a Bayern Munich expert, so let me know what you think of those changes. It'll be a corner kick here for Bayern. Yeah, I said set pieces were going to be a big thing today, but not yet. Let's see if Kimmich can deliver. Pretty not dangerous. Yeah, terrible Kimmich. What is that? That'll be a goal kick. But yeah, corner kicks for Bayern today, not their strong suit. Angus is saying, I assume that Leipzig has the high pressure style offense brought to you by Red Bull teams. They normally do. Red Bull, they like to attack through the middle. They usually have a lot of possession, but when you go to Munich, obviously Bayern is a fantastic team. And, you know, they've had to sit back here. They've had to sit back and kind of counter. That's been their style this game. Oh, Pavard got the boots on Nkunku's face, and he's going to get a yellow card here. Free kick for Leipzig. Kind of, you know, left of the box here, near the corner flag. Yeah, that's Pavard. You can't do that, Pavard. You can't get your foot that high. But yeah, Leipzig kind of sitting back and countering here. But they've had good spells. In this first half, they had like a 6-minute spell of shot after shot after shot. In the second half, they played pretty well. Bayern Munich been on the front foot. Leipzig sitting back. This is kind of the first kind of sustained offensive pressure for Leipzig in the second half. Sumu slides on it. Gonna take it. Ooh, right on net, and Sommer punches it for a throw-in. Manuel Neuer looking nervous in the crowd. I saw a fan in the stands with a Wolves hat, which is interesting. I gotta get a tweet out for that goal. Be a throw-in for Bayern here. Here's... Oh, Leipzig! Oh, penalty! It's a penalty! Is it a penalty? It's a penalty! Penalty for Leipzig! Oh, it's happening. It's happening, everybody. Pavard commits the foul in the box. And let's take a look at the replay. Oh. Yeah, he steps on his foot. He steps on Nkunku's foot. Yeah, I think that's a penalty. I think that's a penalty. Wow. This is it right here, everybody. If Nkunku can bury this, I believe Borussia Dortmund have basically won the title. I think they obviously have work to do, Dortmund, but then they hold their fate in their own hands. 15 minutes to go here. Nkunku versus Sommer. If Sommer can pull out a save here, oh, that would be insane. Oh. Nkunku against Sommer. 75th minute. Yeah! Leipzig 2-1. Nkunku. Wow. Borussia Dortmund, it's in your hands, baby. Get the job done the next 2 games, and you've won the title. Absolute scenes in Munich right now. Wow. Nkunku, that was a risky penalty. He went down the middle. He went down the middle, and it paid off. Sommer dove to the right. Nkunku was blowing up a balloon. I've never seen that, Selly. Where'd he get the balloon? Wow, 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 wow. I did not expect this today, everybody. What a game. So basically we have 14 minutes plus stoppage time left for Bayern to get 2 goals. They need 2 goals right now. But yeah, that is Nkunku's 14th of the year. He leads RB Leipzig in goals with 14 now. And need I mention this, everybody? RB Leipzig, no Timo Werner. Timo Werner was sick all week, unable to play today. Incredible that they're able to do this performance away in Munich without their best player, Timo Werner. And Bayern Munich, this game's going to open up like crazy here. This is going to be frantic because Bayern need 2 goals. Cancelo's cross goes out for a goal kick. Substitution, Thomas Tuchel goes to the bench again. Kingsley Coman is off and Matthias Tell comes on. So it looks like they're going to a 4-2-3-1 formation. Back line of Mazuri, Pavard, Delic, Cancelo. Your midfield 2 of Kimmich and Goretzka. And then the 3 above them, I don't know what that's called. Coman, Musiala, Gnabry, and then Muller is your lone striker. Just pretty interesting. Are those live, or is that... I feel like that was... Sorry, Sane's on. Yeah, that's not live. That was before. But that is the current formation, though. So they're playing Muller up front, though. Trying to get a goal out of Thomas Muller. Angus says, let's go RBL. Raj says, go Leipzig, go. It's happening. I feel like what's the Michael Scott, like, quote? Oh my god, it's happening. Stay fucking calm. Everybody stay calm. It's happening. Ooh, shot goes over the bar. The standings now, everybody. Bayern Munich went from 69. Now they have 68 points. RB Leipzig, 63 points now. Assures them Champions League football next season. But yeah, the scenario, if Dortmund win the next 2 games, they win the Bundesliga. Even if Bayern get a goal and tie it up here, it doesn't matter. Bayern need 2 goals. Unbelievable. Oh, I gotta pull this up for you. I gotta pull this up. Archie, my boy. If you don't know Archie Raintut, give him a follow on Twitter. He's a Bundesliga sideline reporter for ESPN. He does amazing work. I'm a big fan. I gotta show you guys this photo. This is what the fans in Munich are doing right now. Look out, Muller! Shot, saved by Blaswich, rebound off the side of the net. Wow, good chance for Bayern. Flag goes up anyways for offside, but a good save by Blaswich. But yeah, the supporters in Bayern Munich really, you know, showing their love for RB Leipzig here. Yeah, they love Leipzig and Munich, don't they? Angus says all the 4 Red Bull teams ought to have a tournament. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. We got the Red Bulls, RB Leipzig. I think there's a Leipzig or Red Bull team in Austria. I don't know where the 4th team is. But yeah. Pretty. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love the supporters. Let's gain a tweet out, everybody. Here comes Bayern on the attack. Good D. Good D by Leipzig. Foul on Bayern. Got the tweet out. Angus says, New York Red Bulls, Leipzig, Salzburg, and Austria. Oh, I didn't know there was one in Brazil. I didn't know that. Lima's shot goes way over the bar. Also, RB Leipzig has never won in Munich. They've never achieved that before. So this would be history for them as well. Look out! Nkunku! It's Nkunku to make it 3! Oh, saved by Sober! Wow! One-on-one chance for Nkunku with Somer with the save. He is onside. Nkunku is terrorizing the back line for Bayern Munich. Excellent patience by Somer, though. That's great goaltending. Like in hockey, you need to be patient. I can't even sit down. I'm so excited. This is insane, everybody. Hausenberg to take the corner. They whip it across. Bounce it in the box. They're shouting for head ball. It's a penalty. It's another penalty. Another penalty. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. A handball. Oh yeah, Stonewaller. Stonewall penalty. Hit his elbow. Hit his elbow. It's a bit harsh, but that is a penalty. Yeah, it's an unnatural movement. The ball hits his hand. Or elbow, arm area. And this would seal the door right here. This could be it for Bayern Munich. I think Strobe is going to take it for Leipzig. Wow. Hey! 3-1 Leipzig. Sorry, that's the wrong thing. There we go. RB Leipzig silencing the Bayern Munich faithful. What a night in Munich. This will go down in history. The collapse of Bayern Munich season is right here. Sommer went the right way. He went low right, and Sommer couldn't get there. It was a well-taken penalty. Wow. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel. What do you do now for Bayern? What do you do? Not much you can do. I'm stunned right now, everybody. I'm stunned. Did not think this was going to happen at all. But what a result. I think everybody in Germany is happy about this, except for Bayern Munich fans. I say this saying, oh, it's over for Bayern Munich. Let's hold the phone, everybody. How many times has this happened where the Bayern slip up and then Dortmund has the chance to grab it, you know, the bull by the reins to take first place, and how many times has Borussia Dortmund messed it up? Right? We've seen that before. So I say it's like, oh, it's the collapse of Bayern. I say that with a little bit of hesitance, because now Borussia Dortmund have to win tomorrow. Have to beat that road game against Augsburg. If they beat Augsburg tomorrow, I think they've won the title, because their last game is a home game against Mainz. And Dortmund had been sensational at home in 2023. I don't think they've lost at home in 2023 at home. Raj says goal. Let's go, Raj. Angus says there is a Dortmund supporter club here in St. Louis. They basically drink at the Amsterdam Tavern every Saturday morning. Yeah, I don't know if there is one in Minnesota. I don't think we have any. I think I'm the only person in Minnesota that watches the Bundesliga. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think we have a support group for any team here. We might. I have no idea. 88th minute plus stoppage time. 3-1 Leipzig. What a turn of events in the second half. It was 1-0 Bayern entering this second half, everybody. They need 4 goals now. They got to score 3 in the next, I don't know, 4 minutes. Turned over. Here comes Leipzig. And good job by Bayern. They had numbers back. Shot by Kimmich gets blocked. Wow, look at the fans. Devastated. They're devastated in Bayern. If you don't know, Bayern Munich have won the Bundesliga for 10 years in a row. This would be the 11th year in a row that Bayern's won the Bundesliga. And it looks like if Dortmund can win out, that streak will be over. Wow, look at the fans. I'm getting an aerial shot of Allianz Arena. Fans pouring out of the arena. Wow. That is sad. Or a good sight if you're a Dortmund fan. That's an excellent sight. Shot here gets blocked. You throw in for Bayern. 90th minute. How much time are we going to add on, ref? Probably like 2 minutes, I guess. My expert opinion. I'm usually pretty good about guessing that. Oh, a shot there! Saved by Blaswich. That was Pavard with the chance, but shot it right at Blaswich. Probably should have done better there. But look, I'll be honest, everybody. Blaswich has had to make maybe 2-3 saves that were kind of dangerous chances. I give that to Leipzig. I think they've had the more dangerous chances this game. Five minutes? Where do they get the 5 minutes from? We got 5 more minutes. Bayern need 3 more goals. Good job by Lima. Yeah, possess the ball. Just possess it. Oh, tried to find Nkunku. And then Kimmich intercepted the pass. And it says, in the 88th minute, Forest still beating Arsenal. If this score holds, Man City win the Premier League. Lots of drama today on this Saturday in the world of football. Go Forest. I'm actually not I don't like Man City, so whatever. I don't like Arsenal that much either. But there's respect to Man City. I'm a big fan of Erling Haaland, though. Loved Haaland at Dortmund. That's how I got into Dortmund. Muller's shot gets blocked. And those boot it down the pitch. Possession stats, 60% for Bayern, 40% for Leipzig. Kind of what we expected here. De Ligt, shot blocked. Good blocking by Leipzig. But yeah, the big chances. There's a stat in FOTMob. Big chances. 4 for Leipzig, only 2 for Bayern. That's kind of the point I was making, that Blaswich has had to do less work than Sommer in terms of dangerous attacks. Look out! Here's Forsberg. He wants it. 2-on-2. Forsberg! Just wide. Oh, could have made it 4. Here's Sane. Good run. Mane loses it. We got the Sane-Mane connection. Also, Leipzig today defending have been spot on defending. They've been very good. Here's another chance for Leipzig. Yeah, Somoslai, good job. Pass it into Nkunku. Go to the corner flag. Kimmich just barrels down that Leipzig player. No call by the ref. Angus is when I hear the name Forsberg, I still think of hockey. I do too, Forsberg. For Nashville. We got a minute left, less than a minute. Can Bayern get a consolation goal? Headed away by Thomas Müller. Goal kick for Leipzig. Shout out to the Bayern supporter section there. They're still going strong. The casual fans, though, on the ends, it's pretty empty. Lots of people are leaving. Final 10 seconds. And that is it. What a historic day, historic night in Munich. Leipzig 3, Bayern 1. Bayern Munich no longer hold their fate in their own hands. That now goes to Borussia Dortmund. As long as Borussia Dortmund beat Augsburg tomorrow, beat Mainz next week, they have won the Bundesliga. Wow. We will have a new champion in Germany. If Dortmund gets the job done. And that is a big if, because we've seen this happen before. Where, you know, I've said it before, it's like a teeter-totter. Bayern held their own fate. Dortmund held their own fate. They slip up. Bayern held their own fate. They slip up. Now Dortmund holds their own fate. And like I said, away games for Bayern have been very risky. They drew at Bochum. Augsburg is a very tough team on the road. Can they get it done? If they win tomorrow, if Borussia Dortmund win tomorrow, I believe they've won the title. Because I do not see them losing to Mainz at home. Because Borussia Dortmund had been fantastic at home this season. I think they're undefeated. Angus says the crazy supporters are in Frankfurt. Yeah, Frankfurt is a good turnout. Always good fans at Frankfurt. Raj says, well done, Leipzig. I think everybody, let's give a round of applause for RB Leipzig. For the first time in their history, they've beaten Bayern Munich in Munich. The last 16 meetings, Bayern has won 10 of them. So a bit stake-bitten. Leipzig had bet against Bayern, but they get the job done today. Kimmich is stunned. The Bayern players are just stunned right now. And just what a season for Bayern. What a weird, wacky season it's been for Bayern Munich. This could be one of the few years where they don't win anything out of the DFB Pokal, out of Champions League, and maybe not even win the Bundesliga. Trophyless season for Bayern, which is unheard of. Could happen this year. Angus is glad to see Bayern not to win at all. Well, there's still work to do. There's still work to do, Angus. It's not over yet. But yeah, to recap this game, first half, I think Bayern Munich controlled most of it. There was that 5-minute spell in the first half where Leipzig got a few shots on Sommer, but nothing, too dangerous. Sommer did have to make some pretty big saves though, so. Then second half, it was all was well. All was looking good. Bayern Munich looked like they were in pretty good control of the game. And then Lamier gets that goal off the counterattack, the 4-on-1 counterattack. And that's the danger with pushing. When you try and push to get that second goal, you leave yourself exposed at the back. And Leipzig was able to capitalize it. And I said at the start of the stream, Leipzig have to capitalize on your chances. And boy, did they. Lamier gets that goal. And then we got the penalty. The first penalty, Pavard on Nkunku, steps on his foot, clear pen. Nkunku buries it to make it 2-1. Strobe takes the second penalty off the handball to 3-1, and that was basically it. And, Leipzig definitely had the better, more high-quality scoring chances this game. Besides the Thomas Müller chance in the first half, I thought Bayern Munich didn't really challenge RB Leipzig that much and challenge Blaswich. He didn't have to make that many big saves. We'll take a look at the final stats. So possession, 60-40 for Bayern. The XG, which is expected goals in the game, 1.33 for Bayern Munich, 2.9 for RB Leipzig. Your total shots, 17 for Bayern, 14 for Leipzig. The big chances, 4 for Leipzig, only 2 for Bayern. Total shots on target, 7 for Leipzig, 5 for Bayern. And yes, so yeah, great game for Leipzig. We'll take a look at the standings one last time. What does this mean? What does it mean? To quote Justin Bieber. Bayern Munich, so this is final now. 68 points, 1 point gap between them and Dortmund, but Dortmund have the game in hand now. A win tomorrow at Augsburg puts them at 70 points, 2 points ahead of Bayern, which would be amazing. But like I said, it's never easy on the road for Bayern. And then RB Leipzig with this win today have guaranteed Champions League football for next season. Kudos to Leipzig. You will be back in the Champions League. The champions. And I think all Bayern Munich fans feel like this today. I think this is what all Bayern Munich fans feel like today. Oh, fantastic. What a day. What a night it was in Munich, everybody. Angus says Arsenal lose and Man City wins the Premier League. Congrats to Man City for winning the Prem. Good job. But yeah, I did not expect this, everybody. My prediction was 2-0 for Bayern. I had full confidence that they're going to get the job done. They smashed Schalke 6-0 last weekend. They beat Werder Bremen the weekend before. They beat Hertha the weekend before that, so a nice little win streak going. You thought a home game and a game that matters against Leipzig, they'd get the job done, but I was totally wrong. Leipzig's defense held strong. They buried the penalties, buried their chances, and that was the difference in the game today. But let's take a look at the poll. Who you guys thought? The final results, 50% said Munich, 36% said Leipzig, and 14% said a draw. So I think a lot of us today thought Bayern were going to win. Only 36% said Leipzig, so shout out to you for picking Leipzig. I didn't think they were going to get it done, but they did. Prove me wrong. Hey, I like to be proven wrong. I love it. So yeah, upcoming schedule. Let's do the upcoming schedule for both teams. So as I mentioned, Borussia Dortmund play Augsburg tomorrow away. I am busy tomorrow, so I will not be able to do a stream for that game. But I will be able to do a stream next weekend, the last day of the Bundesliga. All the games being played at once. We will be live on the channel next weekend to see the mayhem that happens there. So yeah, Dortmund, Augsburg away tomorrow. Then they have a home game against Mainz. And we'll kind of do a double watch along. We'll watch this game, the Dortmund game, and we'll watch the Bayern game at the same time. And I'll do live stats and I'll have freaking monitors everywhere watching the games. It's going to be fun. Bayern Munich, last game is away at Cologne. So that was sad. This is the last home game for Bayern this year, and they lost it. That's sad. But yeah, next week away at Cologne for Bayern. Angus says, thank you, Grant. I'm going to watch St. Louis match against KC. Should be interesting. Have a good afternoon. For sure, Angus, thank you for stopping by. I'm going to wrap it up here. Excuse me, soon anyways. But yeah, so if you are new to the channel, let's do my spiel, and we'll wrap it up and go home. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner, click that bell icon so you're notified when I go live. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself today. We'll continue, obviously, with more Bundesliga action next weekend, and I also do gaming streams on the channel as well. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Grant Akeem. My instant TikTok's at Grant_Akeem. If you want to get merch, join the Discord or make a donation. All of those links are in the video description. The next stream on the channel will be on Monday, I promise. I was busy this week, but not this upcoming week. Monday, AFC Richmond, career mode, episode 5. It is going down, and then we'll alternate between AFC Richmond career mode on FIFA and then Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode. We'll alternate between that during the week. And then next Saturday, match day 34 in the Bundesliga, the last game of the season. All games being played at once. We will do a watch-along for the Dortmund and Bayern game. We'll do a double watch-along. I have to get 2 scoreboards. I can do that. We can manage that. But yeah, it should be fun. Should be lots of fun. Hopefully you join me. Tell your friends and family that, shit's going down next weekend in the Bundesliga. And if they're like, what the hell's the Bundesliga? Just shake your head at them and be like, where have you been? You've been living under a rock like Patrick Starr. The Bundesliga, it's going to come down to the last day, and it's going to be amazing. All right, I'm exhausted. That was a very exciting game. All my energy is gone for the time being. I'm going to probably take a nap, rest and recover. But thank you so much for tuning in. I always like to end the streams by saying it's a crazy world out there, so I'm sending all my love from me to you and to everyone around the world that could use some love right now. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let's go, Leipzig. Good job. It's on you, Dortmund. It's on you. Get the job done at Augsburg tomorrow. Please get it done. I have faith. Eat encouragement. Sending all my good vibes to you guys in Dortmund tomorrow. Get it done for us. And we'll see you next weekend for another Bundesliga game. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the channel for some of my gaming stuff. But for now, I'll see you later, everybody. What a night it was in Munich.